research the truth. Find out what it actually is. What do you do when you find out, or what did I do when I find out I've been lied to about almost everything? Well, I want to tell, show and tell. I'm going to take us for a little bit of ride and talk about censorship and freedom of speech. Wanted to just roll it on out here so I'd have an opportunity to keep the air clean in the garage. Right now, we've got a wind, looks like about 7 or 8, coming out of the west. I'm sorry, out of the east, northeast. So what is the truth about everything? Found out that we've been lied to. I have been lied to for a long time. Nice to be able to put the Truthmobile in a secure, reasonably secure environment. Gives me added options. So, want to take us for a nice ride out in the country. Well, I can. One of my commenters and subscribers would like me to make more videos, like every day. Here's one of the problems of that, is when I mention any of the censored, highly censored, volatile current events in our world today, I run the risk of having my channel taken down. And if that happens, then it deactivates my research library. I've got 2 of them, and they've got tens of millions of occurrences throughout the worldwide internet, burned in the memory of people's recollection. This is a collaborative effort. It's not just me talking about stuff. I'm wanting to tell a story through my social media presence, which YouTube, of course, is the largest of which. So currently, the truth about volatile topics is viewed as hate speech, or very likely would be determined as fake news by fact checkers. Okay? So just to say hashtag it or Google it isn't enough anymore. The way that it's designed is that the preferential recommendation for many will be deception. They're going to get a deceptive answer. So just looking in, let's say, Wikipedia or Googling a term doesn't necessarily mean you're going to find the truth about that topic. Therein lies the challenge. And what I've done with the research library that I put together is put some of the most thought-provoking truth that I've been able to find in this world, in my life, in this experience here. I remember in 2008 when I was looking at the real estate bubble that had burst, and we did really well in real estate, and part of that was fixing up houses and living in them and homeschooling and being foster parents of judicially appointed youth from Rawhide Boys Ranch in New London, Wisconsin. One of my responses to false accusations was to say, go ahead and hashtag my name. Look at it. See what you come up with. Because the way that there's freedom of speech, like if you talk about this, we're either going to kill you physically or kill you reputationally. So they can kill somebody's reputation by making false accusations that people are going to believe. If the CIA, FBI, judicial system. NSA says, hey, we've got facts on this individual. He's not to be trusted. He or she is not to be trusted. Well, right away, that's a red flag. If so, what has happened with whistleblowers and truth tellers is they've been maligned, and many of them have been excommunicated, or they're enemies of the state to such a degree that they've sought a safe haven in another country, or they're in hiding. Good luck with that in hiding part. So I'm not hiding. I'm in plain sight, and what I'll do is I'll expose it. I'll expose the reality of the world we live in to a population that is largely unaware of that reality. Because of my enthusiasm, and that enthusiasm was given to me by the Most High, the God who created everything that is, okay? And he is the living word, the living water, the great I am, the Alpha and Omega. He knows the end from the beginning. He's omnipotent, meaning he's all powerful, and he's omniscient, meaning he knows everything. That's why I talk about him the way I do. He gave me that enthusiasm. He gave me his Holy Spirit, and I'm not afraid to tell about it. Even today, I was, threatened by a Satanist. Oh, well, good luck with that. Nothing's going to happen to me that God doesn't directly cause or allow. So that's why I'm not afraid. I believe in the sovereignty of God in all matters, all things. So I do get death threats. I'm not making this up. Sometimes I talk about it. I mention that because, the people that want to take away the right to bear arms or defend ourselves largely have quite a contingent of special teams that provide security for them. Look at Mark Zuckerberg, Jack Dorsey, or Bill Gates. You think you're going to hit Bill Gates with a pie? Good luck. Yeah, it's unlikely. And the reason why I say hit him with a pie, many of my friends and family around the world have seen Bill Gates get hit in the face with a couple of pies. You'd be hard pressed to do that now. So I commented on the World Economic Forum. They won't let a link go up. They even took down my name and phone number. I put it up there in a link. They did the video today, and they're talking about making the world a better place, showing young African children pumping a well and having plenty of water. Go ahead and do it right now. Just go ahead and take your billions of dollars and start digging wells. Get her done. So many starving and hungry. What you waiting on? You've exploited the rest of humanity to engorge your lavish lifestyles, and created a system where we're scurrying around trying to put food on the table and have a place where we can live. They're burning us out, toxifying the food, water, air, and electronics, and I'm telling on them. I'm doing the best I can to tell on them. People need to know. I've been encouraging people for years to get your house in order, because us telling on them isn't going to stop this from happening. There's such a thing and a reality of biblical prophecy, and we're living in the end of days. I'm not a date setter. I'm just saying, get ready, because I'm one heartbeat away from eternity. We all are. I'm actually living in eternity right now. It's just that part of it is my human experience. And then I was indwelt by the Holy Spirit, so I'm not only human anymore. The Most High lives in and through me. You may also know him as Yeshua, Yahweh, YHWH. I am that I am. He's the one. He's the one. He's the one that changed me. So that's why I talk about him so much. I've got empirical evidence of my changed life for anybody that wants to look at it. I've got quite a story to tell, and I do. So I'm going to flip this around and just show you the beauty of the ride where I'm going. There's an outhouse on the right. Good thing we're not spinning, wobbling, and gyrating. We don't have toilet water flying out on people in Australia because of gravity. Well, hello. It's just water seeking its level. Do you feel yourself spinning, wobbling, or gyrating? So I would say that it's, whoa, he's pulling out kind of early, but he'll probably get on it. That'd be great. Anyway, the richest billionaires with space programs and the alphabet agencies monitoring, tracking, tracing, databasing, everybody, hello, they're not just concerned about me and what I'm doing, riding around with the Truth Mobile. I meet people face to face that, well, previously had worked with the alphabet agencies, many of them. And so there's a target on me. When I'm messaging the system, when I'm showing Tim Larkin target focus training, the knockout punch to the side of the neck to absolutely stun and knock somebody down like a sack of potatoes. How about that? I've had edged weapons training and special weapons training. Don't send a flunky. So this summer I was loading up my surfboard and there was a young black man with a wad of money that thick in our neighborhood getting tased on the ground just down the road from me. And a half a dozen law enforcement ended up showing up. I gave them my sticker. I said, if my name comes up, let me know, please. I'm an enemy of the state. Would they send somebody? It might have just been like a drug deal kind of thing. 2 weeks ago today, in the afternoon, I'm out on the beach, Cherry Grove by the pier, the Prince Resort and Cherry Grove Fishing Pier. They arrived back on, reconnected. The young black man was arrested. There was a beach going on there. I was invited to it days earlier, just so you know. And there were probably 75 high school and college age there, at least, probably closer to 100. And they arrested this young man with an AR-15, which is an assault weapon, potentially an assault weapon. It can be a protective weapon. It can be a self-defense weapon. The people that want to disarm humanity, think of Stalin, Hitler, and more. Joe Biden, how about that? Nancy Pelosi, yeah, they've all got security teams of some form or another. I don't know what the heck's going on with Joe Biden riding around in a Suburban with rust tracks running down the door handle. That black Suburban didn't just need a detailing, it was years old and a rust bucket. What the heck is the supposed leader of the free world driving around in that? Getting onto a plane that doesn't have the red carpet on it? I don't know. So, by irony and paradox, we don't know what we don't know. I include myself in that. If I were deceived or controlled opposition, I wouldn't even know it. A lot of the people perpetuating the global lie don't even realize that they're perpetuating it. So people that are exposing the globalists and they're not exposing that space fantasy, the landing on the moon, landing on Mars, reusing rocket booster rockets and all kinds of ridiculous. You can tell it's real because it looks so fake. Yeah, President Nixon talking on a landline without any delay to the moon. Not. I'm exposing it. What happened with the not the Lincoln. Yeah, the Lincoln assassination, that was suspect as well, but the JFK assassination, hashtag CIA. Take a look at the Bush family. Take a look at 9/11 of 2001. Hashtag my name. Go to my photo album on Facebook. I've got the second plane punching through the other side of the second trade tower without a damaged nose cone. We're looking at fakery, and a lot of people died. Not just the people on that day, the people that were involved in destroying the infrastructure of a sovereign nation and a leader who the CIA helped install and equip. This is so far beyond what most people are aware of, and every day my research library gets reduced. It's not just 2 playlists, it's my channel, my MySpace, Facebook, Twitter, TikTok. I'm not twerking on TikTok, but I interacted with a group of TikTokers that had 100 million followers. They came out collectively together. Anyway, like when I was at the Prince Resort and all right, I'm back. So these college students from Loyola in Wisconsin, where I used to live, were at the Prince Resort. And do you think that they would let me on that Jesuit campus, Loyola University, to talk to college students about how the Jesuits were involved in presenting the global lie? You can look at World Last Chance and see the videos on there about that. I've got the goods on this. Many of us do. It's a collaborative effort with a lot of people. So the reason why I mention this is that I can't go on the campus. However, they come to the beach. I don't need to go walking on the street hoping to talk to a couple of people that may come on by, and then maybe the local businesses get upset that I'm telling the truth about these controversial topics. I'll go out to the beach. People come up to me. I meet people, fascinating people, with above top secret clearance as well. I don't have to talk about that every time in detail. A video where that happened the other day was taken down because I mentioned some current events in a way that was viewed unfavorable according to the censorship, the truth police. It's not really truth, it's the false narrative that's being perpetuated on humanity to a naive population that is unaware of the battle that we're in right now. They don't know, and they don't know they don't know. I thought you should know. Many of you do. So when I interact with a group of playlists or a group of videos, what ends up happening there is that potentially people that saw my comment, whatever that comment is, may come on by. I'm going down a dead-end road. So I'm going to just pull on over where I've got a little bit of signal, a little closer up. So what ends up happening is that come on by. They may like the fact that I've included health and wellness video in my playlist, or James Taylor, Fire and Rain, a classic. Getting choked up this morning as I put it on out there. I want to engage people's hearts and minds. It's 18 inches of insurmountable a disconnect that most people have. Apart from God's grace, our unmerited favor for his benevolence, we're not going to be able to get it. Short version, God's grace is required to love and believe the truth, let alone find it. The intellectual high ground is the truth. If you want an intel is a term that the alphabet agencies use. And that's not just the United States. I'm talking worldwide. Okay? You want to know the truth about a matter. People are going to die. We're all going to die anyway, right? I'm not so worried about or concerned about how I'm going to die. I'm primarily concerned about how I'm going to live. And telling the truth is what I was designed to do. Just so you know. That's why I'm here. That's why I do this. More than around the clock. Because there's a digital me going on out there. I've got over 2,200 videos of my own that I've produced. I'm in videos that have been viewed over 40 million times at the first Flat Earth Conference. So the billionaires, many of them that are perpetuating this false reality on humanity, know who I am. Yeah, I'm following Jack Dorsey. Yeah, I'm following Elon Musk on Twitter. I follow a lot of people. One of the technical things that I do when I'm going ahead and dropping in on a post, and I'll put deployed worldwide through my research library, sometimes artificial intelligence research library. Sometimes I'll put the link there as a reply to it, and people will like the comment and like the link. That doesn't mean that I know how many people actually saw it. Seeing and liking are way two different things. Sometimes I'll put my link there because I want people to go, hey, what did Robert say to that person that was calling him a stupid man, or that I should see a psychiatrist? What was my response to that? Well, it was my playlist that includes beautiful, relaxing music and nature videos from around the world, and hard-hitting documentaries about how the pharmaceutical industry has largely enslaved the minds of humanity with a clever deception that involves artificial intelligence generated fakery, whether it's imagery that we see on the movies. My brother worked on special effects in Hollywood, on the Star Wars Enterprise, the original Terminator. Yeah, I put the Terminator on my video. Creaky Blinder making fun of me that I put the Terminator as one of my bits of research. Hello, wake the heck up, Creaky. Where are you going to spend eternity with the all-seeing eyeball triangle pyramid on your neck? So, yeah, I have security systems on my house. I'm not at a position to say exactly what they are. I don't need to. I operate in a low light setting, just so you know. Just because there's no car in the driveway and the lights aren't on in the house doesn't mean somebody's not home. I'm home with low light setting. You know, I'm very aware of what's going on around me. There's a spiritual battle going on around. Some of these entities are not visible to the human eye. God knows it all, and he's aware of it. He's my number one reason for my eternal security. You can hashtag eternal perspective and see that I've been at this for a while. Or my name. You can hashtag my name in a Google search. You might find thousands and thousands of results, or none. None at all. Could get wiped out. So when I say this is one of the very important things that I'm wanting to help people to consider, if you have a passion to tell people the truth about what's going on, what you believe the truth is, it's not your truth, my truth. It's our perspective of how we see the truth. Opposing perspectives cannot both be correct or true. They may both, in fact, be false. There may be another option. There's a veritable kaleidoscope of conspiracy theories to obfuscate the truth, hide the truth, and hide the true conspirators from what's going on. So what I want to help you to consider with all of this is, if you were to go to my social media activity and take a look around and see what you like. I feature posts and videos of what other people have shared directly with me or what they've put on their profiles so that other people could see what they believe is important to know, what the truth is. I mean, for gosh sakes, if the truth doesn't matter to you, then I would think you wouldn't even be here at this point in this broadcast. One of the reasons for the black thumbnail is because, hey baby, you're not going to be able to find the truth unless somebody puts the light on it. Jesus is the light of the world, okay? He can put the photons, Elon Musk has OpenAI, he has the Tesla Corporation. I'm not hating on Elon. I'm just saying photons aren't enough to see what's going on here. There's a spiritual battle. What I would say to the wealthiest person in the world, whether it's the Rothschild empire, the crown in England, Elon Musk or Jeff Bezos or anybody else whose name we maybe don't even know, what I would say is, what would it profit a man if he gained the whole world and lose his soul? What can a man give in exchange for his soul? It's priceless. Demons existed in the gospel accounts. They exist today. There's a battle between two families. The true creator, Yahweh, YHWH, the great I am, the word that took up flesh and dwelt among us, and Satan and his children. We've got the two families, and angels and fallen angels. Now, people that are demon-possessed can potentially be set free from that, but they're not going to be able to figure it out, especially with a chemical cocktail that maybe they're willfully ingesting in a variety of means, whatever orifice they stick it in. They can stick it. That solution, the final solution that Billy Gates is talking about, he can stick it. But you can rest assured what's in your injection, it would be different than, I'm sure, what he would get in his arm or body for a photo op. We've got the goods on these people. We're telling on them. So you could scroll through my platforms that I'm on and share what you like, or move on along and say I don't want to promote the Bible. Well, I do. An effective way of doing that is by putting Bible.com in a comment. A picture of the Bible will show up. There's people in groups arguing about doctrinal issues, theology, and the age of the earth, and does man have free will or is God in charge? Yeah, God's in charge. And as far as that free will, I would say Satan's children don't have the freedom to be born of God's Spirit because they're Satan's children. We're in this battle. Can a fallen angel be unfallen? Can an elect angel turn into a fallen angel at this point? I don't know. These are questions I don't have the answer. I don't have the answer to everything. I don't claim to. I know who does. He gives me enough truth that I can go with it and enjoy it. And I do. So what I'm going to say is I encourage people to call me anytime. I'll put my phone number out there in a comment. Sometimes it'll be a reply to somebody. If I put in the hashtag, the #, many channels won't even allow me to complete the comment. If it's a hot link, suspicious observers, he's talking about his cosmogenic, the change of the rotation of the earth is changing, and all of this. It's a bunch of, he's as far as I understand, the person speaking or answering me in responses could have been a chatbot, but what the person was saying is that the flat earth isn't biblical. And I would say, well, the heliocentric globe spinning water ball hurling through space is a Newtonian wet dream. It's not real. It's a Jesuit fabrication. The Catholic Church isn't Christianity. Hello, neither is Mormonism or Jehovah's Witnesses. There's so much going on with this. There are people that would like to see me shut up. I know that. And yet, God allows me to keep on doing what I'm doing. So the story I'm telling when I'm showing The Matrix or John Wick or The Equalizer or Tim Larkin, I'm saying this is our loading program. And our loading program involves letting people know that there are ways that can be quite a deterrent. A kick in the cojones, in the crotch, male or female. You know, now with the transpocalypse, there may be somebody with altered plumbing and padding and wearing lipstick and a long blonde hair. Might be a dude, original equipment. That whole hot topic of who can compete in the different gender categories of Olympics, that's gotten all pretty complicated right now because males have an advantage in competing with females. Just saying. It's the way it is. You show me a big MMA man, original man, and fighting even a tranny, the man is probably going to whoop up on him. But definitely on a frail female, a 97-pounder against a 250-pounder muscle and gristle and attitude. But you see, here's the thing. That man can get taken down by a shock, by a shot, by forces that he may be unaware of that little lightweight could marshal. And that's one of the reasons why firearms have been an instrumental part of the regulation of people's freedom. And so when there's forced activity against the will of somebody, here's an important word I want you to hear. No. Stop. No, step away. Yeah, how about that? I got this at a garage sale. I think it was, or the secondhand store. It's the official whistle sound of a police officer, a lifeguard. If I want to say goodbye to my friends out there when I'm surfing, I can give a little blast to that and wave goodbye and turn and walk away. When I walk out in an area, a public area, I'm scanning the whole area. Like a Walmart. You're not going to see me updating my status with my face in my phone. I'm looking at that parking lot so I can see, and I'll look right at. If somebody's watching me and they're right on me, it doesn't mean I'm a threat or that I'm threatened or that they're a threat. I just, a lot of times will give them a nod, and I might even wave at them. If that person gets out of the car quickly and moves at me quickly, you got to know I'm ready. I'm ready for whatever's coming because I was built for that. This is our loading program. So only God's children can be born of His Spirit and most definitely will be. That's the point of it. God is sovereign. He's in charge. He doesn't leave the most important decision for humanity to make on their own volition, their own capacity to sort through this. It's not going to happen. Unaided man, unaided by the Holy Spirit, will not even want to be born again. Doesn't see the importance of it. Looks at this like a fairy tale. Oh, your cosmic sky daddy. Oh yeah, he'll whoop up on you, potentially, if you want to hurt one of his children. I am one of his children. That's why I'm not afraid. So, like I was saying earlier, every day when I go to look at my research library and videos are removed, they're deleted. Or it will say the channel associated with this video has been terminated for violating community standards. It doesn't even let me know who it is that's gone. I don't know. I have to operate from my memory. So when you're looking at my two primary playlists, when I put Tim Larkin showing how to neutralize a threat with your bare hands or feet, using your brain to assess a situation, you're not going to find me hanging out in a bar with a bunch of drunks at night. Now, on the bike weeks, I may go out and about during the daytime, ride the truth cycle, and that's all good. But I'm not going to be hanging out at a bar with somebody that doesn't like the smile on my face or the shirt that I'm wearing. It doesn't make any sense. And the bar owners don't want me talking about how I used to be an active alcoholic, drug addict, and now I'm free in Jesus. You think that's going to go over well there? No. I can go out to the beach, and I do. And the year before we had the quarantines and all that activity, we had over 20 million guests come to the Grand Strand of Myrtle Beach, not just the Prince Resort. I'm talking 60 miles of sand. And God will choreograph interactions with people from all over. So I literally get calls from all over this world any time of the day or night. And that's cool. I'm good with that. So that's why I say you can call anytime. Don't worry about if you're going to interrupt me or wake me up. I'm up more hours than I'm asleep. I'm up about 20 hours a day. Kind of like Nikola Tesla. Yeah, so I don't build the stuff. I'm just exposing the reality of it. And yeah, over 15 years ago, I had penned out on a piece of paper a battery-operated electric semi with regenerative braking on the trailer tires as well as the tractor. Makes sense to me. I've messaged it to Elon Musk. I've reached out to the architect who he follows. The water that's dripping out on the ground right now could go into a recovery bottle that I could drink. Right now, today, last night when I went to bed, I should say, the particulate rating, the air quality level was very unhealthy. It was at 151 particulate, or that measurement that they use, primarily because of pollen. However, I can tell you that we've got some serious toxic skies. I wouldn't want to be drinking any rainwater. I've got an indoor garden because I don't want my plants to be getting rained on with the plastic additives and the aluminum, barium, strontium, or photoelectric fungus that is raining down on this out of the sky. Okay? So I've got enough food to live the rest of my life, probably, with seeds and purified water and all that. When I say the rest of my life, I'm thinking I probably won't be around for another year or more than another year. But I've been saying that for a while now. I'm not thinking a special forces team is going to come and take me out. More like an electronic notification that my heart needs to stop operating. Does that technology exist? I believe it does. Electronic weapons. The militaries of the world have used it on civilian and military targets. It's been going on for a long time. Yeah. I have to be very careful what I say now, because of the experimentation that's happened through different mind control programming and projects. The Minds of Men is an excellent video that TruthStream Media put together showing the declassified aspects of MK Ultra, government mind control programs. A lot of humanity thinks that they can choose one of the corporate networks to get news and information. Oh, they'll get plenty of that. They're going to be hard pressed to get the truth, though. So a lot of times there's what's termed as double speak is used. It's an elaborate way of saying something that deflects or confuses people so they don't see what's really going on. Kind of like an illusionist that has a really hot helper or assistant. Yeah, don't pay any attention to what I'm doing over here. Check out this assistant that I've got. Don't look in this hand because I'm doing stuff over here with this hand. They're doing it intellectually. So the people with a pedigree that has royal bloodlines in them and all of that, they're dining on a different diet that many of us are. So I'm using some of their system of communication as in the media, as in the movies. So when I say this is our loading program, I'm saying you can watch Keanu Reeves in The Matrix and in John Wick and see some practical ways of neutralizing a threat. There you go. That's indicating a terminating of that threat, killing them. Largely, that's what they do. I would prefer the digital me stay up and the physical me die rather than the other way around. I'm not afraid to live, die, or tell the truth. How about you? It's an important question. The answer to that should be telling. When I look in the mirror and see the man that I am, I realize I'm not the man that I was. I'm so grateful for that. I was a religious phony for many years. I thought I was born again in 1982 until I was in 2014. So the short answer to that, yeah, I thought I was born again until I actually was. I got away with words, but it's not just me saying them. It's God putting them in my thinking. How will I put these words together? What's kind of a interesting way of saying something that can engage their heart and mind? I don't want to talk over somebody and try and somehow, like when somebody is picking on me for my lack of perception or that I'm adult or I'm stupid or whatever, I don't want to necessarily offend them. I would rather them know the truth. However, that commenting coming from that profile might not actually even be an actual human being. It may be an aspect of machine learning, artificial intelligence, which really isn't artificial. It's there's spiritual access through technology. So when we're looking at quantum computers and D-wave computers and quantum physics and people with all kinds of doctor of this and that, they may be able to remember and regurgitate a bunch of the baloney that they've believed. I just prefer the truth. So there you go. This is Robert Forsch with the truth. Feel free to reach out and call me anytime. Oh, I've got a really important passage to have you consider. 2 Thessalonians chapter 2. They refuse to love the truth and so be saved. For this reason, God sends them a powerful delusion. The dynamic here, it's more than trickery by Satan and demons and the fallen angels. God is going to help Satan's children apparently believe the lie they want to believe. How about that? That's why you're not going to be able to figure this out. You may be able to figure out a kaleidoscope of conspiracy realities, and if you end up in hell forever, what does it profit you for that? If you're one of the true Creator's children, the Word that took up flesh and dwelt among us, I know Him as Jesus Christ also. I know Him as my Heavenly Father, the Most High. Okay? So, if you're one of His children, you'll definitely be born again. I've got a friend that I had to silence on my channel because they are confusing people, saying I'm a deceiver, a false prophet, because I believe in the sovereignty of God, okay, that he chooses, and that I'm confusing people that are doubting their salvation. I can tell you, I don't doubt my salvation one little bit. It's not my responsibility to, here's kind of how this, I believe how this works. God is sovereign. He's going to take care of this, making sure that his children are definitely born of his Spirit. If somebody is doubting their salvation, it's probably a good thing that they look at it more closely. If there are behaviors in their life that they don't want to do and they can't stop them, whatever those behaviors are, they may need more power. More power. I've got plenty of power to do what I was created to do, and previously I didn't. So now I have a passion. Now that I'm actually born again, I have a passion, purpose, an eternal perspective, and the power to do what I previously could not do, and the pleasure to enjoy it all, even though it's very unpopular. I'm free. Free indeed. This is Robert Forsch with The Truth. Thank you so much.